Hey guys, what's up? I'm Karis. Welcome to Pilates Integration. We look at some Pilates exercises and apply them to the world of weight training. Chest expansion is a simple exercise that really highlights one of the more challenging things to accomplish, especially in a deadlift setup, engaging your lats or packing your shoulder without overusing your arms, overusing your shoulder blades, or moving your spine. When you come down for the bar in the deadlift, you already want your spine to be in the position that you're going to maintain throughout. As a hip dominant movement, that means that as your hips go back, your head, neck, and chest will follow, and we want to maintain that throughout. At the bottom, I apply an on your mark, get set, go strategy. On your mark, you grab the bar, get set. This is where you pack your lats, taking the slack out of the bar and pulling the bar towards you as the hips drop. So that motion of pulling the bar towards you is what will fire up your lats and pack your shoulder. What often happens there is people interpret packing your lats as retracting your shoulders, and they drop their hips too much and then arch their back, versus a lat dominant movement. When your lats are engaged, your scapula should be protracted and depressed, not retracted, definitely not elevated. It's basically trying to make your back as wide as possible. Most importantly, you're maintaining that wide back position while you externally rotate ever so slightly the upper arm, right? The shoulder. So we don't want to do this type of movement where we retract. In fact, I used to use the elbow pits forward cue. I don't like that anymore, because if you're a bendy motherfucker like me, you can just do this and you're not actually packing your lat. It needs to come from your trunk without overdoing it, arching your back, or retracting your scapula. Let's take a look at chest expansion. Chest expansion is usually performed on the reformer or the tower, so you will need a band. And we want the hands to start towards the front of the quad. Your palms are facing back. Reach long down through your fingertips as though you're trying to dig your fingers into sand. Standing up tall. We're not going too far. We're not arching the back. We're also not retracting the shoulder blades. Just the ever so slight little bit of movement at your humerus. Also not bending the wrists. The other way to do chest expansion is on the reformer in the kneeling arm series. We hold on to the ropes with that one, not the hand loops, and we are in a kneeling position. So pressing down through the tops of your feet. Once again, we have the hands towards the front of the quad. This time, it's very easy to let your elbows or your wrists bend with your hand in this position, but same idea. We want to think about trying to reach the knuckles down to the floor. And here, so we don't want to go too far forward. It's actually a good amount of tension. It's very easy to get elevated here. Another way that you can get into your triceps a little bit more is if you tilt your pinky, the pinky side of your fist back a little bit more. Whew. And while this one is more challenging, it's harder to compensate because there are fewer moving parts since you're down on your knees. And while you're down here, you can do thigh stretch, which we've already covered, and address both problems at once. My name's Karis. I'll see you next time.